Hello, everyone. I all hope you had a wonderful day and a very beautiful day. That is just my dog Universe barking outside, trying to get in. But anyway, I'm here to tell you about this episode known as the Order of the Six, the Society of the Six, a secret society of supervillains that is exactly formed by Lord Six himself, which I told you from the last episode, which was exactly yesterday on Monday. Well, can exactly begin. Well, the Order of the Six was formed by Lord Six after his recent battle with the Four Nation Hunters. After his recent battle with the Four Nation Hunters, during at that time, he formed the secret society of the Order of the Six and recruited powerful alien criminals, and exactly started sending invitation to each member, to each alien criminal, started exactly extending the invitations to each alien criminal known as Shadowfire, Death Witch, War Power, Energy Blade, Dark Spot. With these five members, the Order of the Six was quietly filled. Each member brings up their own skills, their expertise, their talents, their driven powers and their abilities in order to they have the power and the ability to influence the entire sacred underworld, and also by eliminating and controlling the sacred universe and the alien populations through it, by tossing it into chaos and destruction, and by putting extortion and manipulation through that. Through that, Lord Six exactly believed that these members could exactly help him reach his goal and help him accomplish his mission and also his true objective, which he exactly did so. War Power has the ability of teleportation and the ability of opening portals and the ability of super strength and super speed, and the ability of connections throughout the sacred underworld by connecting with several alien super criminals known as Ghostmaster, Shadowfly, Redfly, Master Power, Sacred Life, and Sacred Man and Mountain Man, connecting with any super criminal and any super villain within the sacred underworld, and using their abilities and their resources to further his own goal and his own ambition. He joined up for the Order of the Six for his own goal and for his own ambition and his own motivation to make the known universe a better place and to make the sacred world fall under his sole control. Death Witch, on the other hand, is a very powerful, formidable member. She has the ability of controlling death magic with dark magic, with the ability of mind control, telekinesis, teleportation, opening portals, flight, 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 and combining sacred technologies with dark technology, creating crystal technologies with crystal power, and the power of summoning, and the power of convergence, and the power of literally opening, controlling powerful monsters through her mind control, and the power of mind control, and the power of telepathy, and the power of hypnosis, and the power of exactly summoning, and the power of using the crystal's power to converge and to convene with her dark magic users, known as the dark druids and the dark witches and the dark faithful, and the ice children and the water children, and the ice children and water children, and the faithful, connecting with through her connections with these dark magic users. She's a powerful member who joined up on the Order of the Six for her own goal and for her own ambition. Through that, she believed that Role Six's grand vision from conquering planet Earth and placing his species and making his species the sole dominant ruler of humanity is exactly the grand vision that she'd exactly join up with the Order of the Six and with becoming its next member of the Society of the Sacred of the Six, in order to help him using her resources and her abilities and her dark magic abilities and her dark technology, combining them to help Lord Six's goal and his mission and his ultimate schemes to controlling humanity and the rest of planet Earth by any means necessary. Energy Blade is a powerful alien super criminal with the ability of using swords and hand-to-hand combat, and the ability of using an energy blade that could destroy anything from his path. He has the ability of super speed and the ability of super strength, the ability of endurance, the ability of agility, and also the ability of immortality. He's an immortal alien criminal with immortal powers. He joined up the Order of the Six for his own goal and his for his own ambition to control the rest of the population of the sacred world and the rest of the entire alien species and the rest of the entire alien civilization and the rest of the entire alien civilization and the rest of the alien worlds throughout the sacred universe by any means necessary. The reason he joined up is because he wanted to fulfill his own motives and to fulfill his own goal and his goal and his plan and his grand vision from controlling the rest of sacred existence and the rest of all the alien worlds and all the alien populations by any means necessary. Dark Spot, on the other hand, is very intelligent, very, very, very intelligent, and with raw intellect and with the ability of super strength and super healing, regenerative healing and super speed and telepathy and dark magic and the power of teleportation and the power of summoning and the power of opening portals and the power of combining crystal technologies with Shadow Empire technology, and using the technologies in order to harness the secrets of shadow energy and the secrets of the power of the dark entities. That's his own scientific reason in order for him to lock the secrets of the dark entities and using the power of the dark entities and the power of shadow energy to develop powerful, deadly, traumatic, deadly, destructive dark weapons for the secret society known as the Order of the Six, helping it to remain the dominant, powerful force in the entire sacred universe and throughout the rest of the known universe. He joined up in order to further up his belief and his research in helping Lord Six complete his conquest on conquering planet Earth and the rest of humanity by any means necessary, and unlocking the secrets of shadow energy and the secrets of crystal energy and the secrets of unlocking all secrets of nature and the secrets of unlocking the secrets of immortality and death and power and the secrets of all abilities. That is the main reason why Darkspot exactly joined up to becoming the next member of the secret society of supervillains known as the Order of the Six. Exactly. That is when he became the next member. Now, Shadowfire is a very powerful, formidable villain and a very, very powerful, deadly alien villain who's quietly feared throughout the rest of the sacred underworld and who's quietly feared and not meant to be disrespected, not meant to be taken lightly. He controls the rest of sacred society. The underworld, the criminals and the super criminals and the assassins under his control. He leads them with great power and with great ability. The reason he joined up to becoming the next member of the Order of the Six was to use the sacred criminality world in order to rule it and to becoming its next member and dominating his presence throughout the rest of sacred existence and to ruling and conquering all worlds and all planets and helping Lord Six to complete his conquest and conquering humanity and in ruling humanity and ruling planet Earth with his species and with the rest of his civilization. Despite this, Shadowfire is extremely a powerful alien villain. He has the ability of summoning fire, the ability of conjuring shadow magic, and the ability of using shadow fire, and the ability of turning regular fire into shadow fire and into shadow magic, and using shadow magic as the ability to unlocking the secrets of shadow energy and combining it with his fire abilities in order to enhance his powers and his superpowers and his great abilities in order to enhance his powers and his superpowers and his abilities in order for him to become more mortal and more powerful and more invincible. The reason he joined up to becoming the next member of the Order of the Six was because he believes the goals of Lord Six are more inevitable, and he believes that the change of him to ruling humanity is a grand vision and is a grand dream, a beautiful dream and a beautiful vision for him to becoming gods and saviors of humanity, and ruling planet Earth and dominating the people and the existence of the people and their kind over humanity, so that they could become the ruling species of the rest of humanity and planet Earth and the rest of sacred existence and of the known universe by any means necessary. Despite this, the members of the Order of the Six frequently clash with the Universal heroes by trying to conquer planet Earth. The Universal Man and War Boy and Werewolf Boy and Werewolf Girl and Werewolf Woman and United Man and Sacred Man and 4 and 2 and Mind Girl and Rex and Water Boy and the Water Heroes and the Universal Space Heroes frequently fought clash with the Order of the Six by fighting its members and their forces and their agents on separate worlds and on separate universes, by trying to stop them from conquering all the other worlds and all the other planets, and by stopping and derailing their plans from conquering planet Earth by any means necessary. The recent battle with the members of the Order of the Six was on a lost planet where they exactly fought up with them, but they all exactly teleported and exactly escaped their custody. But they were able to take their agents into custody and were able to exactly get answers and get interrogations and answers about exactly what the Order of the Six is up to with their schemes and with their evil plans from conquering planet Earth and the rest of sacred existence by any means necessary. The Order of the Six even formed an alliance with the Shadow Empire warlords. They formed a partnership. In this partnership, the Shadow Empire warlords would give the Order of the Six endless, powerful dark technologies, and this endless, powerful dark technologies created by the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches and the Ice Children and the Ice Faithful, using that technologies in order to counteract the Intergalactic Coalition and the Universal Heroes and the Universal Heroes and the United Heroes and the World Heroes and the Universal Space Heroes by any means necessary, from interrupting with their plans in order to further up their own plans and their own big mission. In doing so, the partnership was quietly formed. In return, they helped the Shadow Empire warlords conquering more worlds and more civilization, placing them secretly under the control of the Order of the Six and under the control of the Shadow Empire itself exactly. They reconvene on the central headquarters of Planet Six, which is a central base, which is the central headquarters of Planet Six, where they discuss the upcoming battles of the Universal Heroes and also the Fates trying to take control and put an end to the war. Lord Six was very quietly and pleased to discover that the Fates are taking control of the war, and they're willing to put an end to it one way or another by reconquering all the worlds and all the civilization. War Power suggested that it should exactly take a step back and let the fates handle this, and let the fates handle this, and let them exactly put an end to the war while they exactly wait patiently for the right time to strike. Meanwhile, while the Shadow Empire has been facing while the Shadow Empire is facing a major victory over the lost worlds and over the lost territories, that the Intergalactic Coalition and the Universal Defenders have managed to liberate thousands of worlds and thousands of planets. They were able to exactly lose a major battle and major worlds and major planets in such a short space of time, due to the intervention of the Sacred Team and the Universal Defenders led by Lytris, who is a Light Hunter and who's a leader of the Universal Defenders, who led the entire Intergalactic Coalition to liberate more worlds and more planets from the Shadow Empire's control. The battle was quietly conclusive as more destructive asteroids were quietly obliterated from the mothership, as the members of the Intergalactic Coalition and the Sacred Team managed to exactly seize control of the mothership and all the other worlds and all the other planets, fighting the Shadow Empire warlords, seizing them and taking them ultimately into custody, sending them straightly into the Astral Prison, where they'll be exactly be interrogated, and they'll be asked questions exactly who they exactly working for and who's their master. They exactly liberate many worlds and many planets that are exactly still under Shadow Empire rule, and that are exactly under the sole rule of Lord Justin's faction. That were able to exactly liberate, fighting with the Dark Druids and with the Dark Witches. That were able to exactly fight off the forces of the Order of the Six, and able to exactly take them ultimately into custody. The battle was quietly conclusive, as two sides never suffered any enormous amounts of casual losses, as both sides were quietly furtherly neutralized, and some of the enemy forces were able to escape through a portal. The others were not exactly so successful in able to escape through a portal, as were ultimately taken into custody for interrogation and also to get answers. In doing so, the members of the Intergalactic Coalition were able to exactly interrogate the Shadow Empire warlords and all the remaining forces, asking them questions about their masters and about what the Order of the Six is up to, and yet there's been no answer, no details about their planning. And the Shadow Empire warlords have been withheld the information. Some of them have exactly told the members of the Intergalactic Coalition about what the Order of the Six and the members of the Order of the Six and the rest of the Shadow Empire warlords and Lord Justin's grand plan and grand vision in ruling the rest of sacred existence and in ruling the rest of the known universe with these massive plan and with these sinister plans from conquering the rest of the known universe and the rest of the other planets. The Universal Heroes and the members of the Intergalactic Coalition were devastated to exactly learn that. They were able to exactly stop Lord Justin's faction. They were able to exactly send some of the other spies and some of the agents of the Order of the Six straight into the Astral Prison to remain there and to remain permanently there, not to exactly escape or anything else. not to exactly escape or exactly break in. Despite this, the members of the Order of the Six are very, very, very determined to conquering, helping Lord Six conquer planet Earth by any means necessary. They'll try by manipulating events, manipulating events, wars of the Shadow Empire against the Galactic Coalition and against the Universal Heroes by eliminating their enemy with one fell swoop. That will exactly do everything. Lord Six is very determined to conquering planet Earth. He solely believes that his species, known as the Six Nation Hunters, are destined to rule humanity and are destined to rule planet Earth by becoming the sole rulers of the entire planet and of the entire cosmos and the rest of the known universe and the rest of sacred universe by any and means necessary. They frequently clash with the Intergalactic Coalition and the Universal Heroes, and with the Dark Fates, and with the Founders, and with the Order of the Five. The villains are quite clearly at war with each other. This war is becoming an apocalyptic war from all sides, as the Dark Fated villains are willing to put an end to this entire conflict by any means necessary, willing to exactly wipe out the Universal Heroes and the rest of the Order of the Six and the rest of all the other supervillains and all the other sinister villains and all the other dark villains. Despite this, the members of the Order of the Six are highly connected through influences, through the media, through power, through the underworld, through the sacred world, through the sacred universe, through politics and through magic and through dark magical forces and dark magical users using their resources to further their own goal and to further their own plans from conquering planet Earth and ruling it by any and means necessary. Lord Six believes that he's a homemade, fully godlike being, destined to rule humanity and destined to exactly rule mankind and planet Earth with these people and with these kind, ruling it with an iron fist and with the help of his enlightened colleagues known as the members of the Order of the Six, will exactly help him achieve this goal and will exactly help him activate this goal. The Universal Heroes have been frequently clashing with the Order of the Six and frequently fighting with Lord Six and with the Six Nation Hunters on separate fronts of the war, trying to exactly keep the war secretive and trying to exactly protect its secrets before they reach out to the public, and fighting these villains in secrecy and trying to protect the sacred universe before its wars is exposed to the natural world, known to the human world, and before it can exactly wreak havoc on a larger scale. The Universal Heroes in the Intergalactic Coalition are fighting a war on separate fronts, and on every front, trying to stop the dark fated villains, trying to stop the Order of the Six, Lord Six, the Founders, Lord Victor, the Order of the Five, the Sacred Circle, Lord Ra, Lord Justin, Lord Havik, Winter King, Lord Havik and Winter King, the Golden Masters, trying to exactly stopping these villains and these lords and these masters, and there might be a new Lord of Magic rising from the shadows, willing to exactly take control of the entire Shadow Empire, willing to exactly lead, who might pose a very powerful intergalactic threat, a powerful sacred intergalactic threat to the rest of the sacred universe. This war and its galactic balance has already been broken out on several fronts. Forces of evil and forces of good are converging and fighting for the right to control. Some of the other forces are fighting for the right to liberate all these worlds and all these civilizations, while the Universal Heroes are holding on tight, fighting these villains, trying to exactly hold on tight to peace and prosperity and to love and to hope, and trying to exactly liberate as much worlds, as much planets from the Order of the Six and from the members of the Order of the Six and from a sinister villains known as the Dark Fates, who are trying to exactly put an end to the war by any and all means necessary. Despite this, the members of the Order of the Six are powerful alien villains and are very extremely deadly, and not to exactly to be underestimated, and not to exactly to be taken lightly. Lord Six is a founder and leader of the Order of the Six. He leads the secret society, this organization of supervillains, with greatness and with great sheer force of will, and he leads his people with greatness and with great power and with great responsibility as his home, and he uses his home world, his home planet known as Planet Six, as a central headquarters for him and his secret society to convene and meet and discuss the operations and the meeting. They were able to reconvene on the last of September, the 20th of September, and were able to exactly told back about the outcome of the war and about the outcome of the war about the outcome of the war, and how did the intergalactic coalition was able to liberate many worlds and many planets and many civilizations. The Death Witch wasn't exactly very quietly happy. She told the Shadow Empire warlords to exactly derail the entire plan, but she wasn't exactly quietly pleased, as Warpower reassured the members that the Shadow Empire warlords are doing exactly as they command and exactly as they told them to exactly do, to lose the battle and letting the Galactic Coalition liberate many worlds, as the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches and the Dark Faithful would exactly seize control of the other worlds and the other planets in secret by any and all means necessary. Lord Lord Six was very pleased and very quietly happy with the results and the outcome of the battle. Despite this, he informed the other Shadow Empire warlords to commence the attack. The battle cruisers launched a commanding attack on the other planets. The other planets fought back, defending them. The battle was quite conclusive as there were major losses on both fronts, but they were able to exactly reconquer the other worlds and the other civilizations. The Intergalactic Coalition lost other worlds and lost other planets just by the intervention of the Shadow Empire warlords, tightening their grip on the other worlds and on the other worlds and the other planets of the sacred universe by any and all means necessary. But the universal heroes in the Galactic Coalition never, ever, will ever give up in order to stopping these villains and the forces of evil that exactly oppose them in their mission and in their quest to promote peace and balance and prosperity throughout the rest of sacred existence and throughout the rest of the sacred universe by any and all means necessary. While the members of the Order of the Six are enlightened colleagues and are enlightened supervillains who are very have their own goal and their own agenda and their own motives. The reason that they partnered up with Lord Six and becoming members to a secret society was to exactly to further their ambitions, and by combining their resources and their influence and the manpower and the resources together was for them to exactly see that they do share the same vision and the grand vision to exactly control humanity and the rest of sacred existence by any and all means necessary. They are not meant to be underestimated or quietly taken lightly. They are very powerful, intelligent, enlightened colleagues with a very powerful grand vision for humanity and in controlling the rest of the sacred universe and the rest of sacred existence and the rest of humanity, and conquering planet Earth is a top priority by Lord Six's grand vision to rule humanity with an iron fist from his world through planet Earth. He wants to conquer all the other worlds and make planet Earth his home base and his home base and his home world, and ruling humanity with an iron fist, making him become a godlike being to be worshipped by as a savior to the rest of mankind by any and all means necessary. Despite this, Lord Six is very, very intelligent and very powerful super strategist, and a very powerful tactician, forming an alliance with other powerful alien criminals to utilize their resources and they to utilize their resources and they utilize their resources and their goals for his ultimate goal and for his ultimate scheme. He schemes throughout all the heroes and throughout the members of the Galactic Coalition, using the members of the Order of the Six's resources to conquer planet Earth and to maintain his status quo as a rightful leader of humanity, and to maintaining his balance as a rightful leader of humanity by in all means necessary, believing that he is the rightful leader of mankind and the rightful godlike being to lead humanity through greatness by in all means necessary. The universal heroes are determined to put a stop to the order to the secret society of the Six, and to putting a stop to their goals and their mission before they can conquer and rule humanity and conquer planet Earth by any and all means necessary. They'll block their intentions and their goals and their mission before they ever realize by in all means necessary. Our heroes will never give up. The war is reaching a boiling point in a very boiling mess, but our heroes will never give up. The members of the Order of the Six are not to be underestimated. War Power, Dark Spot, Death Witch, Energy Blade, War Power, Dark Spot, War Power, Dark Spot, Energy Blade, Death Witch, Shadow Fire, Lord Six are not meant to be underestimated. These six villains are not meant to be underestimated. They work together and they are one secret society known as the Society of the Order of the Six, a group of supervillains who believe that they are destined to rule humanity and who believe that it's their destiny to conquer and rule planet Earth with an iron fist and conquering all worlds and all civilizations by any and all means necessary. Well, I all hope you enjoyed this episode and I all hope you have a wonderful and beautiful day. And I all hope you stay safe and you'll stay positive. Life is full of challenges. Just remain to be patient and to remain to be patient and also to remain to be kind. Love yourself and goodbye. And love yourself and stay positive. Goodbye.